Hi everyone, it's Tawny. If you're new here, thanks for checking out my channel. I film a lot of makeup content. It's typically all I really do on this channel is talk about makeup, put on makeup, but we have a lot of fun while we do it, so thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you get notified when I upload my videos. I typically do video uploads every 3 to 4 days, just kind of depending on my schedule, what kind of videos I'm able to post, and how soon I'm able to get them edited, honestly. That's like the biggest thing, is how quickly I can get them edited and uploaded and ready to go. In today's video, I wanted to sit down and do sort of a New Year resolutions, kind of a get ready with me. I didn't want to quite call it a get ready with me because I've done get ready with me's quite a bit in the last few weeks. And it's because it's just been the holidays and I've just been so insanely busy. I just haven't had time to like actually formulate some content. I'm working on it, but we're getting there. I mainly just wanted to focus on like what my plans were with this channel and just kind of in general, just so you guys kind of get a gist of like what's to come, what to expect, what kind of things you might be seeing from me in the future. I know a lot of YouTubers are kind of getting a little bit of, they're planning ahead. They're trying to figure out what's the next step. Where can we go from here? How can we kind of push our content to get it even better than what it had been? And I really just kind of wanted to discuss that with you all. I don't know how I feel about this product. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1. I saw a YouTuber who like dotted it on her face and you could see it dotted. And I swear there's product coming out of this. Swear. And she like dotted it. Oh my gosh, I can see it now. Oh my gosh, can you see it? You can see the dots? Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm actually figuring this product out. And she made it look like a foundation. And I was just like, girl, tell me your secrets. Mine just makes my face look shiny. I don't know what to do after that. I'm just using my foundation brush. I'm going to blend that in and we'll see what it looks like because it's the first time I've ever actually gotten it to do this before. I'm not getting any coverage from any previous foundation, so we don't have to worry about that. I swear the whole video won't be me talking about product. That was not the intent of this video. A lot of times I get into like tutorial mode and then I feel like I need to like give everybody like ideas and help on how to like do their makeup. Meanwhile, I'm like the last person that should be offering that help, because I don't feel like I'm like the greatest at makeup, but maybe it helps me do my makeup better. I'm definitely very shiny. Oh yeah, these lights are definitely making me look super shiny, which would come in handy with my tinted moisturizer. But I have been thinking about my New Year's resolutions for quite some time now. I think for about like the last 2 weeks. And even like half the year, honestly. If you have watched my channel at all, you will know that 2021 has been like a horrific year for me. I've been through some ups and downs, had a lot of good stuff happen, also a lot of bad stuff. Had the loss of a family member very close to me, had to deal with stuff still going on in the world. I had some family stuff that's not related to the passing happen that just kind of like didn't really help situation at all. And it just kind of like became a lot. I am really trying to focus on my mental health and getting better, I should say, in the future. And I guess within this next year, I don't want to say like completely the future, but just kind of focus on being like a better person internally, if that makes sense. Like not so much like being a better person around other people and like being nicer to people. Like I don't really mean in that way. I mean more so like nicer to myself and being like more understanding of my needs internally and like what's going on in my head and trying to really understand myself. I'm a social worker and you'd think I would have that stuff down really quickly, and I like honestly feel like I'm so far behind where I should be with that. I really just want to focus on like being more positive and upbeat and not letting things get to me. I can give you an example. I am horrible when it comes to road rage. I get very angry when I'm driving. I get very, like, I don't want to say aggressive, but I get very, like, I can't deal with dumb people in that sense. I don't want to say, like, in general, because, like, I can handle it most of the time. But, like, driving, I just, like, I get stressed out very easily, and I, like, want to honk my horn or flash my lights or, like, cut somebody off, and I know that that's not safe. And my boyfriend always has to, like, calm me down and, like, hey, it's all right. Like, don't make it a big deal. It's fine. Like, we'll be okay. Like, just let them do that. Don't be the bad guy. Let them be the bad guy, essentially. And that's something that, like, I feel like having patience and, like, learning to chill out is definitely something that can, like, help me in the long run. Like, when I think about having kids, I'm like, I need to be more patient. Otherwise, it's not gonna work, because I'm just me constantly angry at my kids, and I don't want to be that person that's just constantly yelling at them, because kids don't deserve that. So that's definitely something that, like, I really need to focus on. And then I also had a main goal, which I started on early actually, was drinking more water. I got this fancy Hydro Peak water bottle, I think it's called. My sister bought it for me, I believe, off Amazon. I figure if I got a fancy water bottle, it'll make me feel like drinking more water, which I know totally makes no sense at all. Like, thinking about it seems stupid. Like, that I'm like, I have that thought process of, like, if it's a nicer water bottle, I'll be more likely to drink from it. I had a Simpsons cup, and I couldn't even convince myself to drink from that. And I love The Simpsons. So I don't really think the cup would matter. But I went to work 2 days after Christmas, well, Monday and Tuesday, and then I took the rest of the week off for New Year's and my birthday and such. And I drank a full water bottle a day. So I have to say that that's progress. And I'm really just trying to, like, be healthier, make healthier choices. Not so much, like, eat healthier and try to lose weight or anything. Just try to eat things that are better for me in a way. You know what I mean? I'm getting out my big thing of gel cream liquid products. I don't use it often. There's a lot of dust cluttering and taking it up and filling it up, but that's okay. It happens. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer and see how we feel about this. I haven't used it a whole lot, but I have liked it the times I have used it. And one of my other goals also was to try and experiment more with makeup. I think that's something that I, like, struggle a lot with, is just, like, my lack of confidence prevents me from, like, properly getting to test out makeup and test out new, like, concepts and, like, application methods. And I just never really get to, like, work harder at, like, the craft of makeup in general, if that makes sense. And I really kind of went with it for the month of October for my Halloween looks. I really just wanted to see what I could do, see what kind of looks I could come up with, see how well I could do recreating looks that I had seen on Instagram. And had that month not gotten screwed up, I probably would have gotten to try more looks and done more with it, but I wasn't able to finish that. And I kind of canned it about halfway through, just because with everything that happened, I wasn't really able to focus on it. I just didn't have the energy to actually do that kind of makeup. Like, I could barely do a get ready with me. So it was easier for me to just focus on what I know and what I like, rather than trying to push myself to do something out of my comfort zone when I'm already, like, in a bad place. You know what I mean? So this year is definitely going to focus on, like, I guess just growth as a whole, honestly, but, like, losing weight, if that makes sense. I really would like to lose some weight, but I think that will happen, and I want to make it happen just by eating healthier. I don't want to, like, go on any diets or go and exercise or starve myself in any way. Like, I just want to like eat healthier foods and just make better choices, essentially. Just do things that like, that just make my body feel better, because then I'm like, if my body feels better, then I will feel better. So I'm trying to like get into that mindset. I really like the way this looks on the forehead. It's not such a terrible product. Never said it was, but I had my doubts. I really want to start reading more. I, in high school, used to be one of those people that could sit down with a 700-page book and have it done in a week. I could read really like fancy adult books. Like, I don't want to say like adult content, but like written by adults for adults. So it's a little bit more like of a difficult read, I should say. I used to be able to do all of that. I could read like a Twilight book. Like, those books were pretty heavy. I could read those like no problem. And now I look at a book like that and I'm like intimidated. I bought the new Brian Baumgartner Office book, and it is a very heavy book. He was not exaggerating whenever he said it was going to be a big book. And I picked it up at the bookstore. My boyfriend ended up getting it for me for Christmas. But I first picked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, it like makes me nervous that like, what if I can't read a book this size, but I want to? So I was like, well, I can do it and I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I can do it. It's not that I can't. So I'm really going to try and force myself to push through and read more and just like educate myself more. That was the main thing. I had graduated with my master's degree in May of 2020, and I have not been in school since, which I had been going to school since kindergarten, like pre-K kindergarten. So for like 20 years of my life, I was in school. And then all of a sudden I was like not in school. And it kind of was like a big jolt for me, like going from not learning, like from learning to not learning, because I was so used to it that like trying to like trying to keep myself in the know of everything going on after I hadn't been in school for so long felt like it was like almost impossible. And I really wanted to like expand my growth. So I figure now's the best time for me to try that and work on that. So I figure by reading a lot more stuff that's like scientific based. I'm used to reading a lot of like fiction, fan fiction type stuff. So I think I'm going to try and read a lot more like self-help books, social work themed books, a lot of stuff like they would ask you to read in school kind of things, which I think will help like stimulate that education and knowledge within me to help me be like a more intellectual adult, which seems like such a funny thing to say because I know myself, like I know who I am. I'm going to go in with the Milani Make It Last setting powder and just set my whole face because I did use a lot of cream products. I'm excited to see what the year does bring because like new year, new possibilities, new chances to like start stuff and to like become a different person and like do different things than you usually do, kind of a thing. I also want to focus, I mean, I probably did say this at the beginning of the video, but I want to focus on being a better YouTuber. I know a lot of other YouTubers have made this comment as well. Look at all that dust just flying up in the camera. Powder, I guess you could say. A lot of YouTubers kind of agree and feel the same way, that they want to be able to make their content better for their followers and just kind of be more direct with what they're trying to, like the content they're pushing out. I was watching a video earlier today where the YouTuber mentioned that she kind of felt like her content was falling flat and that it wasn't really getting the response she thought it did. And she's like, you had to take a step back to really see that. And that's kind of how I was with my content as well. Like, I don't want to say it was bad or is bad, but I've noticed I upload a lot of get ready with me's because it's so easy for me to just sit down and start putting on makeup and film at the same time. But I know that not everybody's interested in just watching somebody do makeup and chit chat in the background. Like, yeah, that'd be okay if you want to like leave it on and not watch while I put on the makeup, while you put on your makeup. So it's like your friends doing makeup with you. But some people aren't interested in makeup content like that. They're more interested in content where they're talking about a brand or a product, or they're comparing products, or they're trying to, you know, give you the best product ideas for like each type of like between bronzer, blush, highlighter, what have you. And I'd rather put out content like that because that's what I'd rather watch than just a bunch of get ready with me's. Because like I keep thinking to myself, like, get ready with me's are lazy. Don't put out lazy content because then people will think you're lazy. And I never want people to think of me that way, even though that's how I like internally feel about myself, is that I just like am overall quite lazy. So I really want to try and work on my content and try and put out stuff that either you guys want to see or that's actually worth putting out. I feel like the hardest part for me is like, I like filming get ready with me's because they're easy, but if that's not what you want to put out, then there's no reason for me to do that because then it's just wasted effort. I'd rather do something that everybody wants to see that's actually going to like get results and views and like have people comment, be like, oh, I like this idea. Like, it makes me feel better to get those kind of opinions on them because then internally I'm like, oh yeah, I get that too. Like, that's how I feel at the same time. So I'm going to try and do a lot more like fact-based YouTube videos. And what I mean by that is a lot of videos that are focused on like the truth. Like, I can make a statement that Urban Decay products suck, but what do I have to back that up with? Whereas if I make a video that says Urban Decay is not doing so well because their sales are down compared to what they were a year ago, or they're not making as much money selling this type of product as they are as this type of product, I feel like that is more valuable content than if I were to just like, I hate this product. You know what I mean? So I'm trying, after I just ripped the crap out of a tissue, I want to focus more on content that means something, that means a little bit more, that I can actually like have justified. I'm going in with the Sweet Shop Cotton Candy palette from BH Cosmetics. I've never used this palette before, so we're going to see how it goes. And I also have the ColourPop 143 Pressed Powder palette. Mine, the shade Love came broken, so I didn't want to press it because I like shadows the way they come, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to press it myself, but I'm going to have to because the shadow's pretty much like destroyed, which that sucks. I want to experiment more with makeup in terms of trying out new makeup, but I'm also very poor. So I think I'm going to have to focus more on like shop my stash, comparing products within my collection, talking about why I'm not buying products without making it seem like it's because I'm poor, because that's the reason that I can't purchase a whole lot of makeup, is just because I'm like, I have bills to pay. So that's kind of why I can't buy a whole lot of makeup, because I have bills to pay and like I have to have a life at the same time, you know? I think I could do a lot of like, I shop at CVS a lot and get a lot of really good coupons there. So I think I can focus a lot of my energy on videos where I do sales and coupons with CVS. I know Tati had done stuff like that years ago. Like, I feel like it's been a while since she's done those. And I always really like the thought of that kind of content because I love CVS. I love trying to get a good deal. I love saving money on products that I would normally buy full priced or at a like maybe slightly lower than CVS's normal price, but I still get such a good deal at like with the coupon that it's worth it to shop at CVS. I know some people always complain that CVS is so expensive, but then I'm like, well, you do realize you get so many coupons that stuff is actually cheaper with those coupons at CVS. So that's the kind of stuff that I want to do more of. I like to do more challenge type videos where I like work to recreate a look or do something I've never done before, like how I had tried on aqua lashes, tried to do eyeliner, like stuff like challenges for myself, but then also like popular challenges. So anytime you ever see a challenge, think of me and send that to me because I'd love to try and recreate that myself and see how I can make that work with my own face and hands. I'm not like super crazy over pink, but pink is like definitely one of my favorite colors. And I always love pink eye looks. I think they're so pretty and people always like pull them off so well that I like started making it my mission to do more pink looks. And even though it doesn't go with my like outfit today, I'm still like doing it anyway. And I can like prepare for Valentine's Day this way by doing more pink stuff. I'm not going to use glitter today. That's a definite no. It's a nice thought, but it's a definite no. I go in, I haven't used this in a while. It's the Vintage by Jessica Liebskind lip gloss in pink sequin. My sister got this in a BoxyCharm and she doesn't use lip gloss at all. So she gave it to me and I like love this stuff. All right, so this is the final makeup look we have for today. I really like the way this turned out, how like super monochromatic pink this looks. I think it was really pretty. Let me know any suggestions you have for makeup ideas, video ideas, New Year's resolutions. I'd love to hear those in the comment section down below, whether they're for me or for you. I'd love to discuss that. I love chit-chatting with you guys in the comment section, in case you don't know that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell down below so you get notified when I upload my next video. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.